Okay, guys, so this is going to be a video that I honestly didn't think I would be making this early in the season. Um, it's kind of a weird one, if we're going to be honest. So I've watched. Let me jump to this real quick. So I've covered none of the Red Wings games this season. I have covered some of their moves they made in the offseason, the Tarasenko being sent away for nothing, them bringing in Gibson, which I don't exactly know if it was the right call for that because Cam Talbot is like 147 years old and he's pretty solid still. I think he still had an above average save percentage on all goalies last year, so that's pretty good seeing as how we basically had no defense last year. But we are 2-1. We lost against the Canadiens. I don't know how. I watched them play the entire off season or the entire preseason because they were just fighting everyone, and I enjoy that type of behavior. But we lost to them. They had a random offensive explosion, and this game, I said to my fiance, I said, you know what? I'll give them 10 games. If 10 games go through like how game one went, I'm done. I'm not watching any Red Wings games the rest of the season. I caught almost none of this game. I think I caught the third period, which we won 6-3, which was amazing. I watched all of this game yesterday because it was like a day game, and that's when I have time. And we won. It was really sketchy how he almost fumbled the bag in the third period, like usual, and then, like in pure cinematic style for the Red Wings, we scored with like a few seconds left in the third period to win the game. This is going to be the gigantic test because if I'm not mistaken, the Panthers are still undefeated. They are probably the favorites to win the Stanley Cup again this season. It's going to be three tough games: Panthers, Lightning, Oilers, and then we got the Sabres, Islanders, Blues. It kind of gets easier for those games, but the Panthers are going to be the biggest hindrance, if you will, for that. And I would say, like clockwork, Patrick Kane, DeBrincat, Larkin, Raymond, not exactly shocking that they're leading us in points this season. They're going to be leading us in points now and all the way at the end of the season. Those are the names you're going to see. Emmett Finney, kind of shocked, not shocked. James Van Riemsdyk has played one game, scored one goal. It was a beautiful goal. The hands are the last thing that go, and his hands are the only reason he scored that goal. Mason Appleton, which I believe he was the game winner yesterday with a few seconds left. The list goes on. We don't have, I think that Edvinson's our first defenseman. I don't expect very much offensive play outside of maybe some assists from our defensemen. That's just how it works. Berggren is going to... These two guys I expect a ton from. Honestly, because he's gigantic and I love him. And I've been covering since he started playing for us. But yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird. I probably am going to start covering the Red Wings. Like I said, I covered some of their trades, some of their player movement in the offseason. I think we got a little bit better, but tomorrow's 7 p.m. That's going to be the struggle for us because the Maple Leafs kind of can't. They don't have their shit together yet, or they might just never get their shit together. That's kind of their thing, but yeah, I'm really hoping we turned it around and actually start winning because I'm spoiled. I've been a Red Wings fan since I was 0 years old. We had a great playoff run, and then we just stopped. So for I think it was 25 straight years, we were in the playoffs, and then we just weren't. But that's the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, do all that typical YouTube shit. Peace.